Okay everyone, welcome to the lecture. So today we are going to discuss the directory operation. So what is the command for the directory operations? We are going to cover all the required commands. So before that, I just log in into my EC2 console for running all the Linux command. So as I shown you in my one of the videos, just log in into your AWS account, select the EC2 instance, click on connect, and in the below you will see the connect option. So now I am in my root directory as of now. Okay. So we have to go to the EC2 home EC2 user, and this is our personal space where we will run all the commands. Okay. Now talk about the directory operation. So the first command would be how we can create the directory. So we have a command called mkdir which help us to make a directory. If you do ls over here, you can see we have only first.txt in this directory, right? pwd direct. Okay, EC2 directory. Now we will create one directory named kickstart. If I hit enter with the command mkdir, this command will help us to create a directory. Now if you do ls, you can see this is the directory, and we can easily go into this directory, right? Now you can see there is nothing, and in last lecture we have seen how you can create a file into a directory. Suppose we are creating a file first dot, or we just change the name hello.txt, right? If I do ls, you can see hello.txt has been created. So with the help of mkdir command we can create a directory. Now next command, listing files and the directories. So ls command, as we have used multiple times, ls command will help us to list the directory or list the files in one of the directory. Next is ls minus l or dash l. This is providing the more detail, including the permission, ownership, size, or the modification date as well. So if we want to see the details, all the details of this file that we have recently created, then we type ls space dash l and the file name. Once we hit enter, here you can see we are getting a lot of permissions, which we are going to discuss in the next video. But yeah, we are getting the lot of detail, when it was created, what is the size, what is the file name, all the details we are getting with this command, which is ls space dash l. Okay, so I hope these ls and ls dash l is clear now. If we do ls space dash a, so it lists all the files including the hidden ones as well. So if you type ls minus a, then it is also showing there is a two directory, dot and double dot and hello.txt. So if you type combining of a and l, so it is providing the list of all the files. If there is any hidden file, suppose if we create touch dot suppose env, sorry, touch.env, right? If I do simply do ls, you can see this .env file is not created. If we do ls, so it is not coming over here. But if I wanted to see all the hidden files, we will use the command minus a or l, then it will come up with all the hidden files as well. So if you wanted to see the hidden files of any of the directory, you can use the command ls minus a, and if you want to list it by this manner, then you can use ls space minus al command. So I hope these commands are clear now. Next we have deleting the directories. So we are under this xrc directory. What I wanted to delete this directory. So before that we have to take ourselves out from this directory. We use the command cd double dot means you will take yourself out one step back. Now if you do pwd, you can see previously we are under slash home slash ec2 under xrc. Now we are slash home slash ec2. Okay, if we do ls, we can see this is the directory xrc and this is the file. Now we wanted to delete the directory. So what do we do? And before that, please consider one thing. If we go under cd texarthi directory. If you do ls, there is a file here, right? Okay, now we will go take ourselves out. Now we started doing the deleting the directory. So if you think, if you simply run rmdir, rm stands for remove, dir stands for the directory. So if I type rmdir texarthi it own delete, it will giving me an error, directory not empty. So if you want to remove the directory with the rmdir command, first make sure your directory should be empty, then only this command will work. Now if we go under this directory, okay, we do ls, we can see there is a file hello.txt. so we simply remove hello.txt, right? We type yes. If we go one step back, if we try to delete this directory, it will also showing up this directory is not empty. Reason being, we have created a hidden file as well, right? So we will again go under this directory. If you do ls, there is nothing, but when we type ls -al, we can see .env file is there, right? So what we do, we will again remove the .env file as well. Now we can see our file is completely empty. We will go one step back and we will remove this directory. Now it should delete your directory. But what if we don't want to, suppose you have a directory in which hundred of files are there and you don't want to delete each and every file manually. So in that case, how you can delete a directory? To understand this, first we create a directory, suppose tech. We go under this tech directory, we do ls, we have nothing. Okay, we clear the screen. We are creating one file, suppose hello.txt, right? We again created one more second.txt file. So if you do ls, you can see you have multiple files, hello.txt and second.txt. ls -al, all the hidden files are there, but these are the system generated, so you don't need to worry about it. Okay, now what I want to delete this directory tech, but we know there is a lot of file under this. So what we can do, we will write rm command remove and -r, means this r stand for the recursive, means if there is anything under this directory, delete everything from scratch. Like first you can delete the files under this directory, then start delete this directory. So this r stands for the recursive. Then you can simply type the directory name, means rm, you are removing something, -r for the recursive manner, and then the directory name. Just hit enter and it will ask you the permission, say yes, it will asking you the yes and again yes, and they asking you to delete the directory, say yes and hit enter. So it will delete the directory. Now what we can do, suppose you have seen we have to type yes 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 all the time. Now we don't want to do this as well. So again we are going to create one directory is created. We go under this directory, we are created suppose first.txt, second.txt and third.txt. Okay, now if you do ls, you have multiple files. Now what you wanted to delete this directory, but without putting the extra effort. So what you can do, you can type rm-r. Along with the r you will type f, means what this f means, this r stands for the recursive manner and this f stands for the forcefully, means you are asking to this command to delete this directory forcefully. Like if anything containing this directory should be deleted first. Forcefully means you don't need to ask or take my permission, and simply type tech, that is the directory name. So your command would be rm space -rf. R stands for the recursive manner, f stands for forcefully, and then would be your directory name. Just hit enter And now you can see they are not asking me any detail, any confirmation. This command directly deleted the directory. If we do ls, here you can see the directory has been deleted. So this is the method. If you want to delete everything and without giving your permission, then you can go with the -rf command. If you want to delete some file but you want to keep some files, then you can go only with the r. And if your directory is empty, then you can directly use rmdir command and it will help you to delete your directory. Okay, now copying the directory. So if you want to copy something, then how we can do that. So first we are making one directory, suppose tech ls. We go under this, we created touch first and second. If you do ls, here we can see that what we wanted to copy this tech directory. Under this there is two files, first and second. We want to copy this entire directory to this local directory. Okay, so what we do, we type cp. Okay, first we clear the screen for the better visibility. We type cp dash r. Again, r stands for recursive manner. First we give the output a path, absolute path of the source directory, /home /ec2 /tech, and where you want it to store, you want it to store under the local directory. Just hit enter. Now you go, okay, you are already here, type ls, go to the local, do ls. Here you can see tech directory is there. If you go under this tech directory, do ls, you can see first and second. So we understand how you can create a directory. We understand how you can list the file and the directories, how you can delete the directories. If the directory is not empty, what is the different method you can delete it. And lastly, we have seen how you can copy the directory from one path to the another path. So all the things is covered, comes under the directory operations. So in the next video we will talk about the permission of the directory and the files. See you in the next lecture.